Hey, what's up, you guys? Darren Jackson Jr., back again with another video. And I just want to let you guys know, hey, what I'm saying? A lot has been going on in my life, but not negative, what I'm saying? A lot of positive things have been going on in my life. I just want to start with, I just completely got a whole new level of faith for God. And that's not saying my level of faith was not there before, but now it's just like it's very confirmed. And for somebody's level of faith to jump that much, something very substantial must have happened. And in my case, what I'm gonna be like, as you guys see from the title and thumbnail, what I'm gonna be talking about in this video is like my testimony. And I've been getting a lot of just attack when trying to do this video, and I wouldn't even say just like bad attacks, but just I've been so busy and I just haven't had the time to sit down, turn this camera on, and really talk to you guys about this. And this is a very, very important story and part of my story. This is a very, very important part of my story that I want to share with you guys today. And I'm gonna be completely transparent with you guys. What I'm saying? It's just like I got to get this out because I've been putting it off too long. Somebody out there needs to hear this. I don't care if it's one person. I always say that, and I mean that truthfully. I don't care if it's one person. I don't care if that one person sees this that needs to see this. Yeah, so I'm gonna get into it. So we're gonna start this off, my testimony from New Age practices, from warlock, almost devil worshiper, to Christ. Yes, so I went from a almost devil worshiper to a Christ, a worshiper of Christ. I went from almost a devil worshiper to a Christian, you guys. Warlock, what I'm saying? If you don't know what a warlock is, it's basically the male version of a witch. I was basically a warlock, and I turned into a Christian. And I'm going to tell you guys all about it in this video. Stay tuned. If you don't know my name, I'm Darren Jackson Jr. Subscribe if you're new and you love content about God. If you're, doing God's work and you feel like, you want to watch content that match that and resonate with that, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and I'm going to get into it. So yeah, I just want to share my testimony with you guys today about how I went from being completely lost. I was completely lost in New Age practices. And I want to, just like let you guys know how I found God. And now I'm just experiencing peace and joy. I've been searching for that my whole life. My whole life I've just been searching for this peaceful feeling. I can't even explain it. I cannot explain it. It's so crazy. Like, I didn't even prepare for this video, what I'm saying? I just hopped in my car and turned it on, turned the camera on, So yeah, but I'm sorry guys, this is very hard for me because it's something that's very personal, something I've been battling and struggling with for a very long time, you guys. So I hope this story speaks to, someone out there, because trust me, if God can pull me out of the mess I was in with all this New Age stuff, He can do the same for you. What I'm saying? I don't know if you're still dabbling in it or you already stopped with the New Age, but trust me, if He helped me get out of it, because I was like all the way up, like up here with it. Like I was all the way past the ceiling with it, So if He can help me, He can help you. So stay tuned. But I'm going to get into it right now. So growing up, I always felt different, and not I'm so unique, I'm saying? I'm so cool and quirky, I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like that. Like, I mean, like different. Like, why do I feel like an alien amongst my peers? You know what I'm saying? Amongst humans, not even just my peers. Like, I just felt like an alien amongst all humans. Like, that kind of different. Even as a kid, I felt disconnected from the people around me. No matter how many friends I had, I could still be in a room full of people. You know what I'm saying? I could be in a room full of people and feel completely alone. And I'm going to touch on that later in the video. But just know I felt completely alone in a room full of people, you guys. I felt isolated real bad, like as a kid growing up. Whew, so it was just like I felt real lonely. It's like a deep void, that I couldn't understand. I had a void in my heart and in my soul, you guys, and I couldn't understand. But to kind of like help me understand this feeling a little bit more, I kind of romanticized it. So I kind of went from hating that I was different to romanticizing it and looking like, okay, maybe I'm special. So it flipped, you guys. It flipped from I'm weird, I'm different, I'm an outcast to, oh, I'm special. I'm kind of a chosen one. You feel me? So that's what happened with me. And like, so like as time went on, I always felt like, I could predict things and I knew things that other people didn't know, which is, I mean, people have intuition, don't get me wrong. I feel like I'm one of the people, like I'm a person that has good intuition, but I'm just letting you know, like nobody can know the complete future. God knows everything. So like, and I'm not saying psychics aren't real, but I'm just saying like, it's just intuition. God gives everybody intuition though. So it's like, if you're saying you're a psychic, that's like saying everybody's a psychic. Like, but I can't say that because other people have more intuition than others. Other people are gifted. God gives that gift of intuition. But anyway, so I thought I was psychic, you guys. I thought I was psychic and I thought I was like a chosen one, And this feeling followed me all the way to high school, you guys, where it all started to escalate. Yes. High school is where all this started to escalate really bad. That's when I began dabbling into ideas about spirituality outside of Christianity. I was exposed to ideas about energy, vibrations, chakras, and higher consciousness, guys. I tried to open my third eye. I tried to open this right here. And that was, how people say like gateway drug is weed. Like that was my gateway drug into spirituality and new age, trying to open my third eye. You know what I'm saying? So, but at first it seemed harmless. Like there was a whole bunch of people in YouTube videos, YouTube comments talking about manifesting, you know what I'm saying? People talking about manifesting their dream life. And I was like, hey, I want to do that. So I would dabble into all these crazy practices. I'm talking about trying to open my third eye. I would listen to these audios. They're called subliminals, and like literally try to reprogram my subconscious mind. Like I would literally listen to crazy ones like I'm rich, you know what I'm saying? I'm successful, like anything, I'm loved. And it's like, you don't need to listen to that to feel love. You don't need to listen to that to be successful. God gives you all of that strength and all of that ability himself. And for you to go listen to something is crazy. Like, it's crazy. And that's what I was doing, you guys. I was talking about manifesting my dream life, aligning with the universe, guys. And I thought, what was the harm in it? Like, it was no harm in it. That's what I thought. What was the harm in this? Like, I was like, I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, I'm just trying to speak life into myself. Like, I'm trying to, manifest my dream life. And I thought that the way to do that was to open my third eye. And it's crazy, guys. It's really crazy how far down that rabbit hole you can go. And I'm sure, like, some of you out there know. I know a lot of you, like, I'm not touching that. I never touched that new age shit. I seen it from a mile away. But, like, a lot of people, like me included, didn't see that shit. And we fell all the way into that shit. I dabbled into that shit for years, guys. Literally. So, but like I said, the first gateway for me was trying to open my third eye. I read the book The Secret. If you know what that book is, basically just a book talking about the law of attraction, how your thoughts manifest your reality. But it's a good book, don't get me wrong, but if you go any further than that, like, you can fall into some crazy stuff with that new age stuff. So I'm not saying don't read The Secret, because a lot of it is true, but a lot of it is too, I wouldn't practice a lot of it, but some of it is true. It's a good book. So, but But yeah, like I said, the secret's all about the law of attraction. You know what I'm saying? Using your thoughts to manifest your reality. Whatever you want in life. I got completely hooked on that idea that I could ultimately control. Like I had control over my life ultimately just by thinking positive thoughts. You know, I started obsessively watching YouTube videos, listening to gurus, and practicing these manifestation techniques. It sounded amazing, you guys. It really did. It sounded like, you know, I thought I discovered the cheat code to life. Honestly, like I thought like nobody could tell me anything, guys. Like nobody could tell me anything. I was like, yo, like I found the secret. Like literally, I found the secret. The book's called The Secret. So, but like I couldn't have been farther from the truth, you guys. Like I could not have been any further from the truth, any further. So let me keep going. So yeah, you know, got into law of attraction. That was in high school, my freshman year. But it didn't stop there, you guys. The secret led me to another so-called gateway. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it led me to trying to manifest. But how did you manifest? Through your third eye. So the internet is full of videos about unlocking your pineal gland. That's what they call it, aka your third eye. But it's called your pineal gland. That's your that's the science. That's the official name of it. But yeah, that's the science name of it, the pineal gland. That's the scientific name, the pineal gland. So yeah, but basically I was just trying to unlock my pineal gland to achieve higher consciousness, guys. And it sounded so cool, so mystical, you know what I'm saying? Like some secret knowledge that I was destined to know. And that's the whole thing. Like you think you're special with all this. That's what the devil tries to isolate you and make you feel special. But no, it's not real, guys. It's not real at all. So I started meditating, guys. I started doing breathing exercises. And don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with that, guys. But at a certain point, it's like you're not worshiping the right God. Like, you know, ain't nothing with meditating and doing breathing exercises. But I'm telling you guys, it gets worse. It gets worse. I'll show you guys. Like, you'll see how this all leads to, you know, down the line, how it gets worse in the story. But like I said, I was doing breathing exercises, and like I said earlier, I would listen to subconscious, you know, subliminal messages. And there's this thing called binaural beats on YouTube, and literally it's like, listen to this to open your third eye. So they'll have all type of different frequencies and shit. And that shit, once I found that, it was over with. YouTube, the algorithm popped all type of crazy stuff in my feed, and I just kept getting further and further down the rabbit hole. And it's like I went all the way down. Like I said, I was pretty much a warlock. Like, it's crazy, you guys. And it's hard for me to even tell you guys this, because it's something I haven't told anybody this. I've told one person this fully, and I'm putting it out there on the internet for you guys to see. So, you know, I just want to say, if you're still watching this, thank you. Make sure you leave a like. Thank you for supporting me. And, you know, I hope you get some good knowledge out this video, and hope it delivers what it's supposed to deliver, guys. But I'm gonna keep going. So, but basically this stuff was like a drug for me, you guys, like pulling me deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole in the new age. You know, these new age practices are no joke, guys. Don't get me wrong, it all sounds good. It sounds good in the beginning, but that's all it is. Like, that's all it does. It just sounds good. It's not really good at all. So yeah, man, it doesn't actually make things work for you. It doesn't make things work for you, honestly. Like, nothing manifested for me. All those practices I did, you know, do this, write this down, listen to this audio, subliminal, nothing manifested for me, you guys. So by the time I was in college, I was completely immersed in it. I was completely immersed in it all. Like, YouTube algorithm, like I said, became my teacher, and it kept feeding me more and more content, to the point where I was obsessed with, you know, reading about these practices. There was this one concept. It was reach the fifth dimension, you guys. And I was literally trying to escape my current reality with this. I watched countless videos on astral projection, trying to leave my body and explore these so-called astral realms. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you, those realms are not what they seem. That's not some magical paradise you're visiting. It's literally like, it's literally like you're going to hell, because you're not entering the kingdom of heaven with that. All you are doing is messing with demons with this stuff, guys. I'm telling you, it's true. And don't try it. Do not try to astral project. Don't try to leave your body. You will only leave your body when God wants you to, when it's your time. Do not try to force that, Don't do it. Please don't do it. So I was playing with fire and had no idea the damage I was doing to my spirit, you guys. And the crazy part is that no one knew I was battling this spiritual warfare in my mind. Nobody knew that. My friends at college didn't know. My parents didn't know. Nobody knew. I was truly so isolated by the devil. That's what he does. That's his number one technique. Isolate. First, he has to isolate. It doesn't matter. Like, he's gonna work through people around you for you to be like, oh, I don't want to be around them because they act weird, they act funny, they fake. And it's like, that was his whole plot the whole time. So you can be by yourself in your room, practicing these new age practices. On the way, he's trying to get your soul to go to hell, guys. He's fighting for it. The devil is fighting for your soul. He's fighting this spiritual warfare, guys. Yes, it's real. It's real, guys. And I was in it. 100%. I was in it, guys. And it gets worse. So I'm getting a little riled up, but I get passionate when I talk about this with God, because God is the Savior, and He's the only Savior. Only Savior. And the devil will try to do everything to wreck you. He'll try everything. He'll try the people around you. He'll try your weak spots where he knows you're hurt in this area, so let me attack that. But guys, you got to keep fighting. If you are on this walk with God and you have faith, the enemy is going to try to destroy that. The enemy does nothing but kill and destroy. The enemy is the master of deception, guys. So let me keep going. At one point, I was trying to write sigils. If you guys don't know what sigils is, it's literally something that you draw, and they have literally spirits, and most of them have demons attached to them. And when you draw this specific shape and image, that demon is there. That's what it is. You're manifesting these demons through the shape that you draw with these sigils. And it's a crazy thing. Never dive into that black magic stuff, man. I was practicing magic with this. The little symbols you create to manifest your desires is what they say. But no, these symbols you're in like direct contact with demons with these sigils and all this magic stuff, you guys. And I thought, this is it. This is how I'm gonna change my life, right? But every time I use one of these symbols, things started to get worse, you guys. I'm telling you, I was working with real demonic spirits, whether I realized it or not at the time. See, the devil is all about separation and isolation, you guys. When he can do these two things successfully, he knows he has the victim. He has you. Demons might protect you one day, but literally they'll torment you the next. And it's never gonna be like that with God. Like, these demons, they're real. Like I said, the master of deception. So they'll try to deceive you. Let's give him some stuff today and make it seem like he's manifesting his desires. But no, it never works like that, guys. The Lord doesn't change, though. He only has love for us, and he never will deceive you. But it wasn't just these practices, it was my mindset at the time. The deeper I went in, the more I isolated myself, and the more I became paranoid. Let's get into that. I thought everyone was out to get me, you guys. Literally, I thought everyone was out to get me. I genuinely believed I was a targeted individual. I thought that everyone in my school, everyone in my town, matter of fact, was in on some grand conspiracy against me. I thought that everybody was against me, because these weird things, the devil would be messing with people around me to try isolate me, to make me think that, make me paranoid, make me think that, like, these people are in on some grand scheme to make my life hell. The devil made me think that there was somebody paying somebody to hurt me, paying somebody to make me go crazy, paying somebody. There will literally be times where only I would know something that's going on in my life, and people, when I go to school, when I go out in public in my town, they would do something that I'm like, how would they would say something or do something that only about something that only I would know. And it's like, if I say I want to read this book, right, and somebody walks like past me with that same book, of course, like, I'm gonna think that's weird. Like, how do they know this stuff? How do they know, like, to pop this person on my path to say this when I was just thinking about that? And I'm not even saying I'm thinking about it, but you know how? Because the devil, he has access to mess with you when you're practicing this spiritual, these new age practices. He has access to fuck with you. Like, so he can put all this stuff, he can, through these people, he can make you think you're going crazy and all these people are against you. Meanwhile, it's just him. I thought I was a targeted individual because of the devil. He was doing it. It was nobody, no grand scheme. Nobody was out to get me. It was all the devil. Spiritual warfare. He had my mind. And that's when I began to get paranoid, guys. I genuinely believe, you know what I'm saying, I was a targeted individual. A targeted individual, I thought I was. Like, I literally thought I was. I felt like I was losing my mind. And you guys want to know the worst part? I actually started to believe that this reality that we're in right now is hell. Like, I swear, like, I thought that the Christian God was the devil and that the devil was God. He had me like the opposite of what it really was, guys. He literally had me like, oh, that's God, because I had so much hatred in my heart, because growing up I was so different. I felt like I was so different. I was always an outcast, right? But not knowing I'm like that because that's how God made me. I'm just different. But the devil flipped that, and my whole life I thought I was different, so I thought I was mad at God. I was like, God, why'd you make me different? When really he blessed me, guys. God blessed me with that. It's okay to be different. You are unique, and that's fine. Everybody's unique. Like, never feel like, you know, you're an outcast. Never. Because it messed me up a lot, and I wish I could have realized that before I'm happy I did, because it makes my faith for God even more, that I fought that spiritual warfare, you know. And the devil is very manipulative. You know, he tricks a lot of people with that, because he makes it look like he's God, but he's a devil, guys. You know, and my mindset was all twisted, you guys. I was so deep into new age practices that I couldn't even recognize the truth anymore. There is this term in new age community called synchronicity, and this is the phenomenon of seeing repeated numbers that are associated with demonic symbolism, consistently encountering specific imagery or phrases, you know what I'm saying, that could be interpreted as ominous, or experiencing a series of unfortunate events or series of unfortunate events, you know, or coincidences that seem to be connected in a way that feels beyond chance. That's what a synchronicity is. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, all it is these demonic entities are attached to it. They're attached to these coincidences and these events and stuff. They're attached to all these numbers. Like, when you see, like, man, you know what I'm talking about. Like I said, that's how I thought I was a targeted individual. These synchronicities, like I said, I would be thinking about a book the night before, right? Somebody at school walked past me with that same book. Somebody would say my thoughts, right? Walking right past me. How? Synchronicity, because the demons are attached to you, because you're practicing these new age practices. You're not knowing that you're working for the devil, guys. So the devil had me completely wrapped around his finger, you know. I even convinced myself that the devil was the real God, and that, you see how the enemy just twisted my mind so much that I didn't even know what was real anymore. I was so lost in lies, you know. I didn't even know who I was. I didn't know, like, I thought I was like doing God. Like, I thought that God, I was like, I need to get like out of here, because like I told you guys, I was trying to astral project. I was trying to leave my body See how crazy and warped the devil tries to make your mind? Like, the devil tries to really mess with you. So guys, the breaking point came when I was 25 years old. I'm 25 years old today, so it came this year, guys. After years of depression, paranoia, and chasing after all these practices, I hit rock bottom, you guys. One Sunday morning, I decided to go to church. I had this tiny shred of hope left, thinking maybe God can help me, maybe. But the devil wasn't going to let me go. He wasn't going to let that happen without a fight, you guys. He wasn't. Me and my girlfriend got into a massive argument about the smallest thing. And on the way to church, in the heat of the moment, she kicked me out the car. She said, "Get out." So I was on the side of the road. I was hurt, frustrated. Honestly, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, everything in my life's falling apart. I can't even make it to church. Like, my relationship, it's hard right now. Like, I'm trying my best, and it's like, why is it always a fucking problem? Now in that moment, the darkness overwhelmed me. I thought about jumping in front of a car right then and there. I thought about ending it all right there on the way before church. The devil tried it. Guys, I was this close to jumping in front of one of them cars on the road. Like, I just was like, I don't want to be here no more. This battle's too hard. But, my girlfriend pulled back around. Until this day, I've been with God ever since. Guys, I'm sorry, but I just get a little emotional, like, telling this story, because the devil almost had me, guys. I'm telling you, the devil almost... Guys, God is real. Just know that. If you don't take anything else from this, know that God is real. God is who made you. He's your creator. He made everything. He made the universe. Do not ever try to find anything, any cheat code in life other than God, guys. I done been through everything. I'm telling you right now, God is the way. He's the light. Walk with him. I'm telling you that because I done watched all the YouTubers talking about manifest, open your third eye. Don't do none of that shit. Approach God, get baptized, go to church, praise him. So let me continue. I just felt his presence. I feel it right now, guys. God's with us. So in the midst of that, that feeling of me just feeling like I want to just commit suicide, like I want to end it, I prayed. I remember saying, God, if you're real, please help me. I don't want to live like this anymore. Please show me the way. In that moment, something shifted. I felt a sense of peace. It just washed over me, you guys, and I knew God was listening. I felt his presence, honestly. Moments later, my girlfriend came and picked me back up, and we went to church. That was a turning point, you guys. God saved me that day. The devil, he tried to get in my mind one last time. He was like, let me just, but no, God saved me, and I'm glad I prayed to him. I've never looked back ever since. He rescued me, from that darkness, that overwhelming feeling of darkness that had consumed me for so long, you guys. And from that moment on, my life has been so different, you guys. God has been with me every single day, guiding me, comforting me, and just showing me the truth, the real truth. The peace I feel now is nothing like I've ever experienced, you guys. Wow. The lies, the confusion, the spiritual warfare, that used to dominate my mind and my thoughts, completely gone. I don't feel lost anymore, honestly, guys. I feel free. And now, instead of looking for higher consciousness, I found the ultimate truth, Christ. Since that day, my life changed in ways that I never thought possible. I've been blessed with a beautiful family, a renewed sense of purpose, and even my dream car, guys. I'm sitting in it right now. A Tesla Model Y, guys. I'm sitting in a Tesla Model Y. I'm going to move the camera and finish the video right now, but I just want to show you guys. Hold on one second. But I'm going to get to that. Let me finish what I was saying. I'll show you guys the car because this is amazing. I love this baby. I love you. I love you, God. Thank you for blessing me. I've never had nothing like this. I've never been blessed with nothing like this until I realized God is the truth, guys. trying to get that message out to you guys. Literally, like, I dabbled in everything. Like, I literally had trying to get my third eye open. You know what I'm saying? Binaural beats, trying to program my subconscious mind, doing all this stuff. Literally, devil had me isolated, thought I was a targeted individual, like watching over my back. Like, why they watching me? Why he looking at me over there? Why did he just say what I was thinking? Paranoid, because the devil had them demons attached to me, because of the spiritual practices I was practicing. You never you never dabble into magic, guys. I was into magic too. I was trying to get into black magic, all that. But I'm glad God saved me before I tried to contact real spirits and demons. Like, those tarot cards, demonic. All that's demonic, you know what I'm saying? So I just had to figure that out. But yeah, I was real into that stuff. But yeah, so I'm also so blessed to have two wonderful, children as well. And as for the paranoia feeling, feeling like I was a targeted individual, that was all a lie. It was spiritual warfare, plain as day, plain and simple. The devil uses our minds to believe things that aren't true, and I fell for it for years, guys. But now I see the beauty in life. Like, I no longer feel that nihilistic, negative mindset. I have a purpose, Now I just feel peace and joy, and I love life now. Now I have, just everything I want, and, I'm still trying to completely find happiness, but I'm so much closer now, guys. I see the good in everything around me now. I also realized something. Everything happens on God's timing. All the things I thought I had to force or manifest on my own were actually just distractions. God has a plan. He had a plan this whole time. He has a plan for everybody. I was just too caught up in trying to control everything, for myself to see that at the time. Now I spread the word of God through social media, prayer lines, and just sharing my testimony, like this video today, guys. I watch daily videos, read my Bible to stay close to Him. I never miss a Sunday of church. The changes I've experienced are more than I ever could have imagined, and I just love it. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys the car now, and I'm gonna, continue to talk. Alright, so here's the car, you guys, right here. Ooh! Yes, sir! But this is what, this is what it looks like, when you just put your faith. You gotta put your faith in God, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is, like. But like, besides the car is nice and all, but so what I was saying, like, the car is nice, you guys, but hold on one second, let me move the camera up. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. So like I was saying, like, the car is nice and everything, it's my dream car. But being able to, like, purchase this car and everything at such a young age, and like just realizing that I had to have faith in God to even purchase a car like this, it made me realize, like, where my values were. You know what I'm saying? It made me realize that material things really don't really matter too much to me. Like, yes, this is a nice car, but like, it's just something that, it's worldly, and like, when you really are walking with Christ, you realize, like, worldly things really don't matter. Your faith just goes to a whole nother level. And like, yes, I love this car, but to be completely honest and transparent with you guys, I only got this car because my 2013 Chevy Malibu started smoking. Like, white smoke started coming out of the hood, the hood of the, you know, it started coming out of the engine. White smoke started coming out of the engine, and like literally that's why I got this car, because I just couldn't drive it any longer. Like, I drove that car since I was a freshman in college. That Malibu, that Chevy Malibu, and I'll never forget, like, that Malibu has been with me for so long, and it just finally just, you know, it gave out. And I've been working every day, Monday through Sunday, so I was able to get this Tesla because of my hard work. But I have to give all of my thanks to God. Like, I haven't posted anything about this on Facebook, Instagram. I wanted to come and give my thanks to God first, and just let you guys know that this would not be possible if it wasn't for God. If it weren't for God, I could not, you know, like with the new age stuff, I literally never would be able to get anything like this. Like, this is all, but like, God did everything. God is good, and I give everything 100% to God.